Alright, so back for day 3 part 2. I kind of wanted to split this into 2 episodes for the same day because well, part 1, the video you'll be watching because it's coming out a different day, so yesterday's video, same day, whatever. But I want to split it into 2 videos because that one was showing you how to actually put the shot together, whereas this one I'm going to be just kind of running you through how to actually put it into the car. So this is what you'll end up with if you're doing this, but this is what I've got. So we've got that one in, and now got to put it into this side. So I got the other one. Now, see if you can see, up there's the holes where the screws and stuff go into. That's the trickiest bit, is getting those screws to go into those holes. So the best way to do it is to drop down all of that. That's all dropped down, that means it's nice and low, so it will push in easier and get in the bottom bit into here. And then the top's just a little bit fiddly. So what I'm going to do is, I don't actually know. I might just do this bit off camera because it's very, very hard to record, or I might just try and set the camera up sitting on the ground looking up slightly so you guys can see. We'll have a look, see if we can do that. This is up as I can actually get it, and that's not exactly up enough, is it? No. Alright, well, I'll go and do this off camera, and then I'll be back to show you guys how it lines up. So, BRBs. Alright, so the new one is in place, supported by bolts there, and in there you can just see the nuts that are on the top of it. So that is definitely the trickiest part of putting the shock in, is getting those top nuts to line up, the thread circle, the holes. But now we've got to put the brake lines, the linkage, and these little plastic clips here onto the back. So they just, I don't know if the camera can get to it, push on there, and the same thing happens down the bottom, like so. Now the brake lines, these are what you've got to be very careful with. So this goes up and pushes up in there like that, and then just over here and here is a little bracket. That little bracket pushes in on top of that brake hose. So just put this on here like this, so you can see if I mount the camera in here, and then push that up in there, and then that pushes in, well, it should push in on the top. It can be very, very fiddly. And sometimes it doesn't go at all. But, yep, so it pushes it on top of there, and then you screw everything back in, and your shock's installed. So, I'll be back when that is done. So, BRB. Alright, there you go, you can see the bracket in there. I ended up using a hammer, just to give it a little tap to get it to go into place. And now, it's time to put the actual brake line on, and screw that into place. Which can be quite a tricky little task. So what I recommend you use is one of these. A little spanner that can go in over top of the pipe and slide down over top of the brake line, which makes it really easy to just actually cup it and not strip the nut, and allows you to tighten it quite well. So I'm going to do that, but it's quite hard to do with a camera in your hand. And then I'll BRB. Alright guys, so brake line's connected, those are torqued down, the pieces are clipped into the back. Final step, the linkages, what did I say? Whatever. Linkage so I should be able to run through this one with you guys. So, I do apologise if it's a little bit shaky, but I am trying to do this by holding the camera with my knees so I can show you guys this bit. So, really easy is just put the Allen key in, and then just do up the nut. So, Allen key holes seem a bit tight, and then you just gotta put your spanner on and do up the nut. Not too tricky. You can get it quite a wee way, just finger tight, but you really want to do it up with a spanner like a normal person would. And it's surprising, you don't really have to go too far with it. You really just got to get the thread to start showing out the top, and you should be good. Now, I am having issues gripping this, so see if we can do this. Put a spanner on the end of the Allen key, just give us something else to grip to. Surprising what just putting a spanner on the end of the Allen key will actually do for gripping purposes in order to tighten it. Yep. So, hopefully you guys can see this. I'm not really paying a whole lot of attention to what the footage is getting, but that's because I am trying to focus on doing a correct job of this. But just tightening this, it's really quite simple actually. Just shocks and things in general, they're not hard to do at all. You just kind of got to know, have a bit of knowledge on how they work and what their job is and how to get to them and what does what. As long as you got that, you won't have any issues. Oh, drop that, but that's actually tight, so right. So that's that shock installed. The shock's on the other side installed. Next up, I'm going to start getting this off, but I've got a couple of things I have to do before I can come back to that, so I will go do those and then I'll be back to remove that hub and start looking at the wheel bearing. So, back soon. Alright, so I'm back, done the few things I have to do, so now we're going to look at getting this off. So, it's got these holes here and here, so this is so that you can get to the bolts in there. I don't know if you can see it, yep, just there. There. So get to that one there. There's another one up more, and yep, this sort of like a square pattern. So the way to get to those is with a socket extension, and put it on your socket wrench. So like so. Make sure you're loosening. Then put it in through that hole there. So it links onto the nut, and then you want to put a bit of leverage into it and crack it, but it's kind of hard to do with holding the camera, so I'm not going to be able to undo those on camera because I might be able to. Hang on. Right, let's see, can we get a view on it here? Right. I don't know if that got it or not. No. Okay. I'm going to have to go and get a breaker bar and then break them, and then I will be back. So, BRB. Alright. I haven't managed to get that to break because it is actually stripped. So that's a pain in the ass, but unfortunately I've got to finish the episode here because I have to go off to work now because race car. But that'll be it from me for day 3. So that's day 3 part 2, just over. But we've got both shocks in, everything's remounted to them correctly, and now next step to the wheel bearing. So I'll catch you guys later, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.